So it's away we go then.
Intensity and drive, just two words of many that immediately come to mind when you think of Frank Lampard.
Yeah, and I think the manager's going to be asking an awful lot of him, as always. First and foremost, he's a creative player and a serious goal threat, but he's far more than that because he recycles the ball, and he's as adept at starting moves off as he is getting on the end of things.
And he does have a reputation for inspirational leadership as well, of course.
Well, it's a reputation that's really well earned. I mean, he does lead by example. Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Rummenigge demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Lampard. Now it's Platini.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Oh, this is a great position. Platini.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pinches it off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well measured. He's picked his way through.
Ibrahimovic shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Drive, a header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And it's Barella.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rummenigge. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Maldini.
He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That is good strength.
Can he finish? In he goes again. Platini!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
And there's green grass ahead of him. It's run loose here.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe tries a shot! And that's a good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Goes for the shot! And over. Just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And it's Gullit.
He's through here. Ibrahimovic.
Zanetti. Now Mbappe. Roberto Baggio. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Baggio purring through the gears. Cafu getting this one clear. And it's Gullit. The referee's awarded a free kick.
It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution.
Oman can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Now it's Messi. Barella. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oman can, of course, make a change whenever they choose.
Has been indicated.
Looking tidy in possession here. Desai can clear it away. Gullit does really well to win the ball there. Ibrahimovic going like a man possessed at the moment. He is through here. He's on it. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
And it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic thinks about the shot. Ibrahimovic! It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Neymar, and he's lost his man here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti. Vieira. And he welcomes it in.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Lampard. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Messi, and it's Neymar. Well, played right into his path. And he shoots! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Substitution in progress.
Oman are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yamal. Nedved. Vieira. Bullet. And that could set him on his way. Thuram. Stood up well to him there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Ronaldinho. Bullet. And the counter is on. Now it's Bullet. And this is Ronaldinho. And the through ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't...
Oh, no, this...
And the finish! Oh, good finish! And the comeback is complete!
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Oman have their lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Opts for safety. Platini.
That's going in strongly.
Baresi has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Zanetti. A probing pass. Ronaldinho gets flagged offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Five minutes left on the clock. Nice looking ball. Oh, important interception. Oman close now to seeing this one through to the end. Out towards the flank. He's in a great position here. Forced to go.
Oh, shooting chance!
Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
3 minutes
We
added
expected
time.
better, and so did he. And the number on the board is 3. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Platini. He's going for goal! And there goes their last chance. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
And just a quick
Oman
reminder today
may
to
not have
please
finished
drink
with 11,
responsibly.
but they
Anyone
have
with
shown
urine intoxicated
terrific
or behaving
spirit,
in
and
inappropriate-
they...